Welcome back to The Comic Dudes, a podcast about comic books and comic book related things. My name is Dave. With me, as always, are my friends and co-hosts Matt and Eric. We're talking Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 1. But before we get into that, fellas, how are you doing?
Good.
Does anybody want to answer?
Waiting for Matt. I thought he was going to talk, and then he didn't.
You guys are so polite.
I've been waiting for Daredevil Season 2 for a minute, and last night I sat down to watch it, and it said, no, wait longer. So I did, and then I finally got to see it.
I think a lot of people had the same experience.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for that.
9 Eastern is late.
Well, when they say, here's a date that it's coming, usually it drops, the previous night or midnight but okay, hey. It's like old school television when you had to watch something at 9 p.m.
It's not that way in the new world, which is the same as the old world.
Exactly.
Yeah. Going back.
So a little bit about how I'm doing. I'm not going to get too into the details on it, but I had my wisdom teeth extracted 6 days ago. So I'm still pretty sore. I'm going to limit my talking in this episode as much as possible. But before I start to limit myself, if you've had your wisdom teeth out and you'd like to share that story, join our Discord. That's the best way to do that. We're pretty active in the Discord, although not everyone is active. It's been kind of chill lately. I think we need to do more Discord chats coming soon. We're also talking, like I said, Daredevil Born Again. It's the first episode of Season 2. So this is your spoiler warning for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, Episode 1. If you do not want that episode spoiled, I think it's time for you to get on out of here. We'll be here when you're ready to come back. Go watch it. We'll see you in an hour. It's not a big time commitment, so then you'd know what we're talking about. Also, I took the time to look up reviews, like we do for our movie episodes.
Oh, there's already reviews?
Yeah, I was
Quite a few.
Are the reviews for the whole season? Like, are they professional? Oh, okay, good. Sometimes you got to be careful with that.
Yeah. Episode 1. So I have IMDb, I have Rotten Tomatoes, I have Common Sense Media.
Oh, good.
Not on Letterboxd.
Okay.
Letterboxd doesn't do TV.
Just movies. Well, it'll do like event miniseries and stuff.
Really?
I think it has to have gone into a theater at some point. But I remember watching Chernobyl, and they had it in there. So
got it. The reviews are kind. So IMDb has the first episode at an 8.6 out of 10, or 86%. Critics score on Rotten Tomatoes is a 94% on 63 reviews. Audience score is a 96% on more than 250 reviews.
Wow.
I did cheat a little bit on Common Sense Media. This is technically the Season 1 review, but they don't do individual episodes, so this is all we got. But it's worth it. Common Sense Media gave it a 4 stars out of 5, or an 80%, the lowest of our ratings. Parents need to know that Daredevil Born Again is a continuation of the superhero story told in the 2015 series Daredevil. Charlie Cox returns as blind lawyer/vigilante hero Matt Murdock, who's struggling after a major loss. With his former archenemy Wilson Fisk now serving as mayor of New York, Murdock must choose his path forward. This gritty series has lots of violence, including extended and brutal fist-fighting scenes, bombs, and guns. A beloved character is shot and killed. The camera lingers on the bloodied body. Language includes fuck, shit, asshole, exclamatory use of Jesus, and goddamn. There's some flirting. Characters kiss and make out.
They sure do.
That was the whole thing.
It's the whole thing.
Sure do.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. Accurate.
Guys.
I agree with all of these reviews. We're back.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm the Daredevil homer, but this show is so good to me. Eric was texting in the Discord or whatever, but like, to me, this was like must-see viewing. Like, I was like, 9 o'clock, I'm going to be like, we had to be for the podcast, but I was like looking forward to it. I was like, 9 o'clock, man. Like, I am ready. I had my big bowl of popcorn. I'm sitting with my tub of popcorn on the couch right in front of the TV, like I'm normally do whatever. I kick the wife to the side. I'm like, I'm having the optimal viewing experience for this show. And I sat there and I took it all in, and damn it, was it good to be back. Like, I don't have a lot of negative to say. Like, I have some negative. I have some critiques.
Okay.
But, I mean, the whole... me and Dave, we bond over a lot of things, but we definitely bonded over, like, the street-level heroes thing. Like, this fits so perfectly for television. Like, I wouldn't want a Daredevil movie. I don't think it would work. I think the medium of television works best for these street level stories. And like, I think the more fantastical stuff does work better on the big screen, in my opinion. I like how the gritty shows or TV shows, I think they're obviously cheaper to film. They would have to be, I would assume. And it just works. Like, it just, I don't know. It just works. And damn it, did it work for me. Eric.
I did
Thoughts?
the same.
Thoughts?
At 9 o'clock exactly, hit play, sat down
ready.
with the popcorn, watched it. And actually, at one point I looked at Christy and I said, he is really being positioned to be like a major character within the MCU, I think.
It makes me so freaking happy, dude. Like,
he's one of the strongest like hero characters right now in the MCU, just as a character. I don't mean strongest as in his powers. No, I mean, he's so grounded and just has such a strong outing each time. You still haven't watched the first 4 seasons, did you?
No, I've seen parts, bits and pieces, but no.
You watched Born Again season 1, I thought.
I didn't watch. He's talking about the Netflix stuff. Like all
I thought there was only 3.
Is there 3? Seasons. I thought there was 4. I guess
if you count Defenders, there's 4.
Well, there's Defenders, and then there's also, technically, Echo is a prequel to Born Again, sets up where Wilson Fisk has been. And then, of course, you can watch all the other Jessica Jones and Luke Cage.
I did see Jessica Jones season 1. I did like that, too. But yeah.
That's the one thing you watched?
Yeah, I watched that. I liked it a little bit. Yeah. The Purple Man.
Technically, Hawkeye, the series, also helps to set up what's happening here because Wilson Fisk is in that. No, I will say I watched it and I went, oh, they're only giving us 1 episode because I really want to watch another one right now. But also, I think I missed things. So today I went back and watched Screen Crush, did a recap.
I was going to say, Screen Junkies, that wasn't kind. All they do is make fun of things.
Yeah, no, it was Screen Crush. It was Ryan Airy. Here's the 36 hours condensed into 24 minutes of everything you need to know about Daredevil, and caught me up, and I'm like, oh, okay, here's something I missed. Because, like, this one starts out, and Matt and Karen are together, and I'm like,
yeah,
I thought Karen went away in season 1, and then reminded me, I'm like, okay, at the end of season 1, she did come back to help Frank and Matt, and okay, that all makes sense again. I'm wondering, boy, Dave's going to hate that I'm going to say this, but it's super relevant as I'm talking about the fact that I think Matt is being set up to be a major MCU player as they go forward. The appearance of Frank in the new Spider-Man trailer, and a lot of rumors about Spider-Man potentially showing up in season 2. There's so much going on here that it brings back some of the old MCU excitement for me. Even though this is very grounded. This is very grounded and human. There's definitely something about it that feels really exciting to me.
I just want to feel alive again.
Right.
Why would I be mad about that? That brings
me
joy.
Because you don't want to hear about stuff that's in trailers.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was mad about that.
Yeah.
I thought you meant mad about the sentiment of you being excited. That
no.
happy.
Just that I was bringing up something that was in a
mean, I guarantee between now and that movie came out, I was going to see a fucking movie poster that spoiled that anyway. So,
did you see another movie poster that dropped this week? I didn't send it to you.
That's the vaguest fucking thing I've ever been asked.
Well, I'm trying to be sensitive to you because I don't know.
I don't know if I've seen it because I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a Punisher like one-shot miniseries thing as well.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm pretty pumped about that. So
I do like me some Frank.
And I saw like the image. It was like Daredevil, Born Again, Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man, Punisher, like all three laid out, like kind of leading credence to kind of what Eric's saying. Like there's something is going on here.
This is the type of not so in your face connective tissue that made the early MCU really cool. Was that there was little things that happened, and then when it all came together, it felt earned and exciting to see it happen. And they're starting to do that here. They're not being super obvious about it, but I'm curious to see where it's going to head.
Look at that smile. Look at that smile in his eye. He's got a twinkle in his eye again. We're back.
It's true. Well, I really listen. I have a friend that really disliked the first season of Born Again because he said it felt like a mishmash of, you can tell they started in one direction, came back, tried to fix it, had another direction. And this is their chance to go, we know what we did right in season one and what people liked and where we want to head with things. Here's a clear and unified vision of where we want Daredevil to head. And I feel like they're trying to course correct some things here, which were the only things that felt a little forced. But outside that, it shouldn't be possible for a fifth season, technically sixth if you count, or seventh, actually, if you count She-Hulk as well, because he was definitely in there. Oh my God. And he does show up. He does show up in Echo as well. But so Daredevil's been on a lot of things, and he's been around for a while. It shouldn't feel as fresh as it does right now. And maybe the huge break was a big help. Maybe that was a big part of it. But yeah, I'm like, okay, this got me back into it. I did my little catch up and went, okay, here are the things that I needed to remember. Now I'm really curious to see where we're going to head. I know that in this season, apparently we're going to wrap up the Mayor Kingpin storyline. And they were very much in this first episode sowing the seeds of, it was the first time you see Wilson Fisk a little off his game, a little taken aback, a little, because Matthew Lillard's character comes in and kind of isn't afraid of him and it gets him a little off balance. And I'm like, God damn, Vincent D'Onofrio is such a good actor. He's so good in this role that he can do anything. He can be
no
terrifying.
one else could have played it.
No. And he showed another dimension of that character in this. And I went,
bullshit.
Give this man an award. Seriously. It's very cool.
Don't even say it. Don't even say it, Matt. Go ahead, say it. Say it. I know you want to.
I'm going to get you, Daredevil. I'll get you. Damn it. R.I.P. the greatest kingpin of all time. Michael Clark, baby. No,
Michael Clark Duncan.
D'Onofrio.
That is one of the single most disappointing scenes in superhero media of all time. Favorites. It's one of my favorites because it's become our own personal meme, but I hated it when I saw it the first time.
That would be so bad. Oh, Colin Farrell is Bullseye, rubbing his head, flicking peanuts at people.
The fact that, like, that version of Bullseye then got written into the comics is such a disgusting display of Marvel doesn't know what they're doing.
Yeah. Oh,
and he still has that stupid bullseye on his forehead.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Way to ruin a completely fine character.
I like that you sort of audited yourself as you were speaking. You're like, way to ruin a completely fine character. He was okay. Like, I'm not going to say he was great before, but
there was nothing wrong with Daredevil or with Bullseye. Like, there's no reason to change his appearance and have him grow a goatee other than that's what Colin Farrell did in a shitty live action movie. And I think I'm going to soapbox for a second, but when you look at all of the mistakes that Marvel makes with their comics, you can trace it all back to, I'd say, probably the X-Men movies. That was the first time they started to see a little bit of success outside of the comics with live action. And all of a sudden, in the comics, they're wearing leather jackets.
Mm-hmm.
And no one really made a big stink about it because it was happening was the new X-Men run. Grant Morrison was writing it, and it was good.
Igor Cordley, baby.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Like, and the comics were good. And all of a sudden, this became like a learned behavior where Marvel could just go, we did it in the movies, so now you write it into the comics. And it doesn't always work. Yet we're still doing it.
Well, they've done that quite a bit with characters that I like and have read. Like, after the Guardians movies came out, suddenly Nebula looks like a different character, like the one in the movies, which I'm okay with.
Peter Quill the same way.
Yeah. And I was reading Deadpool, and suddenly after the first movie, Negasonic Teenage Warhead is in there and is the character from the movie. And he even is like, why are you a completely different person now? Like, he calls it out in the book, you know?
Yeah. Not a fan of that.
Yeah. So,
Eric,
back to Daredevil.
In your 26-minute recap review, did I miss this? Did they explain Matt in the black suit? Like, I don't remember that at the end of season 1. So this is just a new look.
No. I have that written down though.
Okay. This is the first time, I don't know why I never noticed it. Just like the Kingpin is in white and Daredevil wears all black. And that like bucks the trends of like the white hat is the good guy and the dark character that wears black is the bad guy. And it's just a funny like play on that. Like it made me think that like there's more gray in things than what you think. I just thought that was funny. Like, I don't know why, because like Kingpin, I don't know if it's because we got a new TV or we upped our Hulu to like 4K or something, but Kingpin's suit was crispy white. Like that shit was bright. So I'm like, I didn't really catch that before. But yeah, that bucks the traditional like trend of the white hats and the black hats.
Yeah, I'm loving the black suit. I'm happy.
I love it too. I thought it was cool.
I think it was great.
I was just like, did I
forget
forget
like it
something?
Better than the yellow suit?
I hate the yellow suit.
Daredevil yellow, baby.
He wore the yellow suit in She-Hulk.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. Dave made me watch that show while I was in Texas with him.
No, I did not.
Yes, he did. And then he sat there and defended it, and I was like, dude, this is the worst shit I've ever seen.
You watched the last episode. You didn't watch the show.
I watched the Daredevil.
You watched the last episode.
I saw enough.
Last episode's a real mess, but most of the show was fun enough. I think it got way too hard of a rap. And I think it was in the midst of churning out content, so sure, maybe some of the digital effects work was not as good as it could be, but overall, there were some corny things, but it wasn't a terrible show. And I'm just going to go on record and say that. Plus, Tatiana Maslany is awesome. I think she's great.
I'll just say, if you have no problem with the effects in certain Star Wars movies, you don't get to say that She-Hulk...
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm saying I'm making a general statement.
You're not talking to me.
It's a general statement.
Okay.
If you don't have a problem with some of the stuff that's happened in Star Wars in terms of effects, you don't get to say She-Hulk was bad. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Oh, there's plenty of questionable CG work in Star Wars.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And everywhere else for that matter.
Oh, sure.
The thing with She-Hulk was that, and I hate a fourth wall break. I do not enjoy that type of storytelling, but that is how She-Hulk is in the comics. And they translated that so wonderfully into the show that it wasn't distracting. It didn't make me feel disengaged from what was happening. I felt like I was experiencing it along with her. That's how it should be.
But also, the greatest moment in that show is a fourth wall break, where she looks at the camera and she says, "Hulk smash Matt Murdock."
Yeah. I don't know if that's stupid. The best, but
it's the thing I remember most. Also, I remember Hulk introducing his son, and then we never hear about it again.
Yeah.
Scar?
Yes.
Yeah. We will never hear about that again. That's being scrubbed.
He might be in Doomsday.
Possibly. But yeah, Daredevil was in that.
He sure was. Sure was.
Yeah.
So back to the black suit. While I love the black suit, I will not miss an opportunity to shit on where it came from. Because the black suit first appeared in the Shadowland comics, yes. And that stuff was complete ass.
One of the greatest events, Shadowland.
That was probably the event that made me really back away from Marvel events in a meaningful way.
One of my favorites, Fear Itself.
Fear Itself wasn't bad. Shadowland was bad.
I am not a fan of like Civil War, like being 6 books and you have to read the 200 tie-ins. I will say Fear Itself was better with some of the tie-ins that you read though. Yeah. Like I thought it was much better,
but Shadowland, terrible.
I should go. We should read Shadowland. For Halloween, we should read Shadowland or something. Bring it back, yeah.
Like in concept, having Daredevil lead the hand.
Yeah, dude, it sounded like such a cool concept. Yeah. You're like,
poorly executed.
Yeah.
And so poorly executed that years later they were like, what if the Punisher led the hand?
Exactly.
The house of ideas, my fat ass.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
House of recycled ideas, maybe.
Yeah. Mr. Charles, is that just a made-up character that I don't know of? Mr. Matthew Lillard.
Oh, I don't know.
Popped big time when I saw Matthew Lillard. I'm like, Wing Commander! Like the guy that breathes in a bunch of...
We're watching it. Christy goes, is that Shaggy?
And I'm like, Scooby-Doo.
That's what Abby did too.
Yep. Yeah,
she goes, Shaggy?
It's over.
I was like,
no talking.
It's the guy from Scream.
It is the guy from Scream.
Scream!
Right. Or it's the guy from SLC Punk.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Scream and SLC Punk are the two acceptable Matthew Lillard. I know him from references.
Wing Commander's okay. That's a
PlayStation 1 game. Was that a movie? That was a movie, right? Yeah.
They made a movie.
Yeah, it was both. It was both. Yeah, it was both.
Wing Commander, is the film. That's the one. Oh my god, Freddie Prinze, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, because I'm not familiar enough with, I guess, the Daredevil world to know if that character is an existing, established character or not. But they were sort of like teasing, right? They just kept showing a hand, and you hear a person talking, and I'm like, what is this big reveal going to be? And then they showed his face, and I was like, oh.
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Unexpected. But the way he plays that character he's just such an asshole, and it's awesome to see him. He sort of put Kingpin in his place, which to this point nobody stands up to Kingpin, and if they try, they get their head smashed in a door or something, you know. So
Mr. Charles is from the comics.
Okay.
However, he's only appeared on Earth 33900.
Nice.
He was in charge of illegal drills on the oceanic platform for Roxxon Corps.
It's a deep cut. So
he first appeared in... Oh, this is hilarious. His first appearance was in AFI's Volume 1, number 15.
What the heck is that?
That's a military?
It is indeed.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. AFIS stands for American Armed Forces something. I forget what the ES are.
AFIS are like the stores on the bases.
Yeah, it's the PX on all of the bases, where they have like their main store with like the everything store, and they usually have other retailers and a food court and stuff. When I worked for GameStop, I had in my district a store that was on a military base in Fort Drum, New York. Also, shout out Tim, who managed that store, and he's in our Discord.
Oh, nice. Also, when I worked at GameStop, I opened 2 or 3 stores on military bases.
Nice.
And that's why I was like, AFIS. No, did one in Austin maybe, or San Antonio.
Fort Hood?
And then, I think that might be where we were. And then another one in Georgia, and I think another one. But yeah, that was St. Louis, somewhere around there as well. But that's how when you said that, I'm like, oh, they must have done like special edition comics Yeah, okay.
They did indeed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And when I worked at
that's
GameStop,
a deep cut.
I had no affiliation with the American military.
Oh, well.
I mean, technically, I didn't either. I just had a GameStop store on a base. My military affiliation. I guess I had a military ID to get on the base.
There you go.
So I guess I was pretty affiliated.
Yeah, I mean, we had to get on base too. So
yeah, they actually let me get a real ID that
oh, that's cool.
It was like a military ID that said I had access to the base. I was allowed on base.
Man.
We just had temporary ones.
Like when you drove in, you had to go through the front gate, and they have a thing with a dude in it and a gun, and it checks to make sure you're supposed to be there. I got sick of signing in. I'd have to sign in. I have to park, go in, sign in, give him my license, my registration, all that information, my insurance and shit. So finally, Tim was like, "Why don't you just get an ID?" And I was I can do that. He's like, "Yeah, we all have one." I'm like, "Why did you wait a year to tell me?"
But he said he thought I knew. The stores on the bases, the best managed and maintained, cleanest stores in the entire company.
100%.
Yeah.
I love that store.
Yeah.
I love going to that store. It's great. That store had such little theft because you get caught stealing in the military, you get dishonorably discharged. When the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One came out, Tim just had stacks of the consoles on the floor, out on the sales floor. You could just walk in and walk out with one, but no one's doing it because you'll get dishonorably discharged.
Speaking of people that have great military and tactical training, Karen Page beating up on that bag was kind of hot. I'm not going to lie. My wife was next to me.
What?
She's fucking hot. Karen Page doing that. And
no,
then Kristen looked at me and she's fucking hot. I don't care.
I'm trying to understand the segue from military training.
I mean, there's some offensive capabilities. Karen is leveling up her game there. She was. I don't remember her being an imposing physical threat, but since she was with Matt, he's definitely training her. Up. She's pretty dangerous there.
Are they getting ready for her to become a vigilante herself?
I hope not. Please.
She just has to be able to defend herself.
She needs to be able to defend herself.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, when she put on that wig, she looked like a different person.
Yeah.
You thought so?
It was wild.
She did, yeah.
Who the fuck is that? Oh,
I agree.
She really transformed her appearance.
I thought have you seen the pictures of the live action Moana of The Rock? I thought she looked like herself.
What
The Rock just looks like The Rock.
Help me understand how those things are connected.
Because I just saw the same actress. You guys were like, "Oh, she looks completely different." I was like, when I saw these pictures of The Rock, he's supposed to be Maui or whatever. I was like, "That's The Rock. That's just The Rock."
Does he have a wig on?
Okay, he literally has a wig on. I was like,
"That's
it's
the connection."
Rock. Yeah, that's.
I was searching.
You didn't see the screen. If you see the shot, you're gonna see it. You're like, "That's The Rock." There's no. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
That's my connection. Thank you for helping me get to that segue. Thank you, Rich, to connect those 2 points.
So I'd like to continue down the path of Karen Page training on a heavy bag. Because one of the things that I disliked about this episode, one of the only things I disliked about this episode, was when Matt was doing his thing and she was like, "How do you do that?" And he was like, "Oh, it's not hard." And he's like, "Oh yeah, come here." And then they're just it sounds like they're slap fighting while they're doing this, and they're having a full on conversation. Yet she doesn't know how to do the thing he's doing, and he's like, "Oh, come here, I'll show you." It felt like a scene out of Scary Movie. That was like a spoof of a training montage and conversation, because it was so corny. I couldn't take that part seriously. That's the only part of the show that I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Breaks in continuity.
It's just so weird. It was all you saw were their heads.
Yeah,
and you could kind of see them dodging and weaving, and their arms are moving, and you just heard it's so weird.
Some intern had 2 steaks in the back of his
It's easier than having to choreograph something.
True.
You don't have to actually do it.
If she didn't know how to do that already, what they didn't teach her anything, because they were looking at each other and talking while they just slapped their wrists around.
Well, he was too much for her, and she told him so. That's what, in the end, she was like, "Hey," and he was like, "Sorry."
Yeah.
That was the one thing that I didn't like.
You know the one thing that I didn't like, and it bothered me in the first season of Born Again too, is the CG stuff still feels so out of place in this series to me because there was none of it in the earlier seasons. But like, in the first season especially, there would be moments where he like jumped or went, and it was very clearly a CG.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's this moment early on in this first episode where he throws one of his
batons.
I guess that's what it was with the stick on with the cable.
I think it's maybe a billy club. I think that might be what it's officially called. I don't know.
But it's very clearly like comes from out of, and it looks very CG animated. And I'm like, oh, that's so weird to me. Just because everything about the early Netflix seasons was very gritty. There was not a lot of CG type stuff in there. So that stuff throws me off when I see it. But I'll easily look past it.
It is a billy club. I looked it up.
Billy Club.
You said the club, I think of that thing that stops people from stealing cars in the 90s.
He could fight with that.
The club.
He could fight with that too.
I would assume that the club is inspired by the Billy Club because it looks very similar.
It does look very similar. You're right.
Probably. I still see those on cars once in a while, and I'm like, where did you even get that?
The 1990s.
Goodwill.
Maybe Goodwill. No hallway fights in this episode, but more action.
Apartment fight.
That apartment fight was pretty intense.
Yeah. I think that there was. I thought it was probably very intentional. I'm sure they heard everybody saying the same thing after the first season. Very quickly, within the first 2 minutes, we have Matt Murdock in the Daredevil costume. We get action frequently throughout this episode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a notable change from a good portion of the first season. And I'm curious to see if that continues or if they just were like, let's pack some action into this first episode. I won't be mad about it either way. I think they move quickly when there's action and stuff. But I think some of the best moments of the first season were, dialogue and character stuff that made it great. So
I agree.
I did think that it was I thought they were doing maybe like a Metal Gear homage at the beginning with him on the ship and stuff, like dropping down onto it. There was a CG moment that was like a Spider-Man drop down onto the ship, but like as he got down in there and he's walking around the containers, I was like, okay, this feels very. What was it? Is that Metal Gear Solid 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sons of Liberty.
Yep.
A Hideo Kojima game just pops up on the screen.
Yeah. Somebody gets a little glint above their head. I do wonder how, because they were like, hey, we're boarded, and within seconds that ship is going down. I was like, what did they do to make that ship sink?
Yeah, like there's
the captain said, hey, I know what I'm supposed to do if Daredevil shows up. So I'm assuming he sunk the ship.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. How did they sink the ship?
Like,
there's no explosion or anything. It was just sinking.
I thought there was.
No, I don't remember there being a discernible explosion. It was just like the ship just went down. That was one of mine.
I thought there was. I distinctly remember seeing him do something.
He pressed
he pressed a button.
He pressed a button and like
So I just assumed that meant there was some sort of explosive charge on the hull that sunk the ship.
He pressed the sink button, and the next thing you know, Matt's trying to climb Titanic style and falls into the water.
I mean, how many cargo liners have you guys piloted? Maybe there's a sink button. You don't know.
Possible. No, none. You know what? You're right. You have a good point.
That's why they got
my main contribution tonight.
Yeah.
My wife's like, what happened to this ship? So I really, if there was an explosion, it wasn't anything substantive because I thought the same thing. I'm like, what?
It was also defying gravity because
that's fine.
One end of it's down in the water, but the other end is just sticking up out of the water. And I'm fairly certain that end would be still setting in the water floating, even if one end was setting on the bottom of the Hudson.
Semantics.
It's whatever.
TV show.
It is a TV show. But at least make it fucking seem real.
Yeah. I guess.
You're
screaming for realism in a superhero show. I don't know if you're I mean,
if any superhero show was going to have realism, I'd expect it from Daredevil.
Well, you should watch Wonder Man if you want that.
Season 2 just got greenlit.
Really?
Yes.
For what?
Wonder Man. Season 2.
No, I know. For what?
For you.
For what? For what purpose does that serve?
I was reading it. They said fans are clamoring for more Doorman backstory.
I'm clamoring.
Yeah. So
you mean just a Doorman season then?
Well, there'll be an opening that's Wonder Man themed. 7 episodes about Doorman and then a closing that's Wonder Man.
I think that's perfect.
Like
that's kind of what we just got.
Yeah.
Like I use opening and closing like a door. I don't even know if you caught that. Good job, Eric. Like an opening and then a
door. That is how doors work. It's true. It's true.
Some good work out of you.
So Wilson Fisk immediately looks at the ship and without even thinking, he's like, this is a masked vigilante. It's a terrorist act. Just get that out there. Just tell everybody. Everything is a masked vigilante. Everything. Doesn't matter what it is. That's what he's singularly focused. And
well, he knew already though, didn't he? He saw the footage. He saw that.
I think he saw where he sees.
I think he saw.
Was it after? I thought it was before that.
Yeah, because they were standing there. That was his first reaction. And then he saw it, and he was like, "Oh, damn! It was a masked vigilante. He did do it."
I mean, clearly he knew it was Daredevil anyway. Like,
well, everybody knows it was because he made sure to take the camera, point it at his chest, at his face, and then back to his chest again where the DD is again, and then put his hand over the camera. He wanted people to see that. But the cracks are showing for Kingpin, right? He's losing his grip a little bit, which is exciting.
I'm wondering if this is the same Mr. Charles from that Aphies comic, and he worked for Roxxon. They've mentioned Roxxon in multiple other MCU shows and movies, but they've never actually really shown up in force anywhere yet. I'd be very happy if this is where we get a substantial amount of Roxxon starting to show up, because it's so important to like the grounded New York City area heroes, particularly Spider-Man. I think it'd be great to get some Roxxon.
Feels like the timing could be pretty right for something like that.
Yeah. Give me the Molten Man. I'd love some Molten Man.
Molten Man. I don't know about Molten Man.
He's actually like one of the Roxxons. Like he's in the Roxxon family, and some accident happens at one of the Roxxon facilities that turns him into Molten Man, who's basically just made of lava.
I figured.
And he tries to get back at the family or something. Like he blames them for what happened to him. I don't remember the origin of this character all that well, but yeah, Molten Man.
So I have 2 huge questions. Will we just seeing at where things are headed? I know she stepped away to focus on other projects, but will Night Nurse return? Will we see Rosario Dawson show back up again?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's the smaller of the 2 questions. The bigger question.
Oh, Eric stood up. He's walking away. He's grabbing something off the shelf. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get that.
Will we see Elektra come back?
I don't think we will.
Because we don't know if she died. We thought she and Matt both died, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the most compelling thing to me in that first 3 seasons, the relationship between them, like you could feel it. It was like coming off the screen. It was so palpable. I don't think any other romance that Matt has had feels like anything in comparison. And she was such a cool character. We didn't see her die. We didn't see her actually die. I think they should bring her back.
I'd be careful what you wish for. Because I think if she does come back, either her or Karen Page are going to get killed by Bullseye in this season. He's killing some woman that Matt loves.
You know what I would like? Yeah. I'd like to see her come back even if she dies. It'd be better than her not coming back.
What if in her return, it's like Daredevil and Bullseye fight on a rooftop and Elektra shows up and then 30 seconds later, she's dead. Like, she shows up to immediately die. You still want that?
Versus her not showing up at all?
Yeah.
Sure.
So you would rather watch her die than not see her at all?
Yeah. It would be closure.
Okay.
But if she does come back, I'd be okay if Karen gets killed instead.
I don't like that.
That either.
I don't like that. I mean, isn't Karen Page is dead in the comics anyway?
Yeah, so she should die in the show.
Well, I mean, so was Elektra for a while.
For a while.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I don't know. That was one of the best things about Daredevil to me was their relationship. And her character was just so cool to me. But I mean,
maybe if Jennifer Garner comes back as Elektra, I could get on board with this. But...
You mean like she did in that last Daredevil movie? Fuck off. No.
Elektra is probably the best Marvel movie ever.
The Jennifer Garner one?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, there's that scene where she's like running through the woods and it's all foggy.
I didn't watch it.
That's all I remember.
Oh. Yeah, no, I didn't watch it. And
yeah, you did miss out. No, you shouldn't. You shouldn't.
So,
before
I did not. I was a anti-Karen in all of the original Netflix.
Really quick, Eric?
No, go ahead.
If we're talking about this Daredevil, Spider-Man, Punisher continuum, there might be some credence to your Elektra theory based off of that Spider-Man trailer. If you think about it.
I have to go back and watch it again.
The end of the Spider-Man trailer, if you think about it. There's a group.
Oh, you're right.
So, I'll leave it at that.
If Elektra is coming back, and she is in fact going to be in that Spider-Man movie, you are getting her in the mid-credits scene of the last episode of the season.
Yeah,
make no mistake about that.
Yeah, no, I don't. Right. I really don't think, as much as it's going to break my heart, I really don't think we're getting the Punisher even in this. I don't think the Punisher's going to be in this either.
I thought it was the Punisher that killed those vigilante task force guys at the end of the episode.
Bro,
I thought it was.
I did.
Until you saw the knives. And then I
think everyone was supposed to believe it was the Punisher at first. That's the whole point of it was like, Frank's back. Nope, just Bullseye.
Just the Joker-ish Bullseye nature.
Just Poindexter.
Poindexter. Nerd creep. I'm sorry if your last name's Poindexter out there.
I'm not. You're a fucking dork.
You know what this show did that confused me, though? The character of Jigsaw that Matt doesn't know. He didn't watch those
I know
seasons.
he's in there, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
But I almost thought when they were introducing Bullseye that like my brain was conflating the two characters.
Yeah, they're kind of like
but like I was thinking
the same guy
because they kind of have a similar look and same vibe.
Did Jigsaw die in The Punisher? I don't remember.
I don't think so. I think at the end, that's when he gets his face like cut up on the mirror and the mask, and I don't think he dies.
Jigsaw's such a good character. That show is so good.
The first season of Punisher I thought was great, and then the second season I was like, oh, I don't know.
It was okay. It wasn't as good as the first. You're right.
Yeah.
So Heather Glenn, when we talked about Daredevil Born Again season 1 last year, I had a theory that this was going to be Typhoid Mary, even though Heather Glenn was not Typhoid Mary in the comics. All signs point to this is going to be Typhoid Mary. I think that was a little bit minorly reinforced in this episode because she's having like flashbacks to the Muse stuff. She seems increasingly unstable. That's kind of Typhoid Mary's thing.
What is Typhoid Mary's thing? Like, what is her thing? I don't know what her thing is.
She has typhoid.
No, she doesn't.
Wasn't Typhoid Mary in the second season of Iron Fist?
Was she?
I'm pretty positive.
All signs point to this not being Typhoid Mary now. With this information,
I know
all
that...
signs point to this not being Typhoid Mary.
Really?
Yeah.
I know she has pyrokinesis. That's one of her powers.
Okay.
Played by Alice Eve in Iron Fist. No, is that right? Yeah.
Got a live fact check. That's crazy.
We do live fact checks all the time. I looked up what Daredevil's weapon was called like 10 minutes ago.
The old Billy Club.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me then.
How Iron Fist changes Typhoid Mary from the comics for the MCU.
Ugh, that sentence just fills me with ick.
Yeah. But it is true.
So, I'm still on Heather Glenn. Now I don't,
she's something. She's something.
I don't know what her point here is, because in the comics, I researched her for this episode. And in the comics, she's a former love interest of Matt's. She gets mixed up with the Purple Man at one point. So I'm wondering if that is what gets Jessica Jones back in this season, if she shows up, if there's some Purple Man, Heather Glenn stuff going on. I don't know. That would come out of nowhere. Did he die?
Jessica Jones snaps his neck at the end of season 2.
Oh, I didn't watch Jessica Jones season 2.
Yeah, she kills him at the end.
Oh, all right.
I don't buy I didn't buy the Matt and Heather romance, but she's definitely being framed as something here.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out what that is. And in reading her history in the comics, there was a paragraph about her death in the comics. And I'm just going to read this to you because it is, in a word, kind of batshit. Heather embarked on a series of dates. This is post breaking up with Matt. He broke up with her and embraced regular drinking as coping mechanism. Inebriated in her apartment, Heather called Matt, urging him to come over in his Daredevil persona under the pretense of an emergency. Matt arrived to find her asleep, and upon waking, she confessed to loneliness and seeing other men. Angered and repulsed, Daredevil left her alone. Despite Heather's repeated calls to Matt, warning of her impending demise, he only answered once and hung up. She left messages with Becky Blake and sent a suicide note to Foggy's old address before hanging herself.
Oh, whoa.
Silvio Giulio, don't know who that is.
Julia Gulia?
Seized the opportunity to steal patents from her safe. Discovering Heather's lifeless body, Foggy and Matt were confronted with a note expressing apologies to Foggy and the world. Foggy reassured Matt that Heather's actions weren't his fault, emphasizing the imbalance in their love for each other.
Well, I mean, they took one step because she started drinking in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty heavy. I wasn't expecting that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Daredevil doesn't play around. Well, that series does not play around. I don't know. That's why I like it.
Sure doesn't.
Listen, they're not afraid to go gritty and dark. They said fuck so many times in this episode. They used to, limit it a little, and now they're going for it.
That's why it came out at 9 Eastern.
Yeah.
Which was still 6 p.m. Pacific.
Oh, well, on the West Coast, kids, they're okay with it.
It's different in California.
Yeah, it is.
So liberal.
Yeah.
You say fuck any time of the day you want on TV.
It's true. That Disney thing's so bright before, boom, and it's got the little green arch, and then it's someone breaking someone's arm and the bones popping out 2 seconds later. Ah!
They let you know right from the beginning.
I know. This is not for children.
We're not afraid of compound fractures.
Yeah, there's a lot of compound fractures in this show. Like 2 or 3.
We're not afraid of squeezing people's heads till they pop. It's,
Yeah.
This is Daredevil. Do you think they'll branch out to... I mean, obviously they're bringing back characters from the other, Netflix series. Do you think we're going to see any other ones? Do you think we'll see the revival of any other series?
Oh, I was like, where are you going at that point? That'd be interesting.
The only one I care about would be Punisher.
Well, I mean, he's getting a mini series or a one-shot movie or something. So I think the Luke Cage thing, I think he's hit a dead end, and he's not coming back. I think, from what I understand, and
I don't think so.
I don't think anybody would want to see an Iron Fist season 3. You're the only one.
I know.
I didn't mean anybody. I'm sorry.
It's
largely unpopular.
Is that show really that bad in today's standards? Though? Like, if you went back and watched it,
I'd have to go back and watch it.
This is cinema. Like, compared to stuff
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I liked it. I genuinely liked it.
I disliked it, but the internet definitely piled on big time.
Yeah, they sure did.
They went in on it.
They sure did. Yeah. Speaking of the internet going in on things, as I was looking up the ratings for this episode, I went down the rabbit hole on some of the other MCU shows to see, like, just on IMDb, what their ratings look like. And they're all like low 7s to high 7s. And I noticed that Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness has a 6.9. Like, Moon Knight is rated higher than Multiverse of Madness.
People didn't like Multiverse of Madness, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was
one of the best things post Endgame.
I agree.
Yeah, I was
big time.
I was full on in my hater phase, and I actually really liked that movie. Like, I hated everything, and I was like, this is actually pretty good.
Like, the WandaVision into Multiverse of Madness was such a strong start post Endgame.
Yeah.
Then Shang-Chi came out, and Awkwafina was there, and it's just Eternals was awful.
Did you watch Eternals?
No, I'm not watching that piece of shit.
Oh my God. It was not.
I know all I need to know about Eternals after watching Captain America, whatever the fuck, the newest one. Whatever it's called.
World.
Yeah,
Brave New World. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah.
Brave
New World, but still not good.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're rapidly approaching the next Avengers movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically Daredevil season 2 into Spider-Man, straight into Avengers. That's another reason I think this is significant. Traditionally, the TV shows, the Netflix stuff, would make passive references to things that happened in the movies. And the movies didn't acknowledge those shows for the most part at all.
Mm-hmm.
But Disney Plus, different. Those shows tie directly into the movies and vice versa. And I'm wondering if we're going to get some essential setup here, because as of right now, we have almost no setup for this Avengers movie. We know that they were
Fantastic Four.
Well,
that's it.
Take
it or leave it, buddy.
But I mean, they were trying to set up a different Avengers movie. They've corrected course, and now they're setting up a different Avengers movie, and there hasn't been much setup. Their opportunities to get us ready for it are Daredevil and Spider-Man. That's it.
There's one more. Their re-release of Endgame in theaters in September.
With a new post-credit scene.
Yep, and everyone's going to pay fucking $20 plus popcorn and drinks to go see one extra scene.
Are they? Because I don't think people really go to the movies so much anymore.
Oh, I am.
I might get
because Abby's never seen Endgame.
I'm not gonna lie, I might get some.
But you have to watch. You have to watch Infinity War before Endgame.
We started an MCU rewatch last year, and we're up to Ant-Man and the Wasp.
It's a good one.
It's that, and then Endgame. So
he's good. She's
we're
good.
Ready.
They're ready.
We're caught up.
All right. Hell yeah.
So you've been outvoted 2 to 3 on that. 2 to 1 on that vote. I'm definitely going to get some popcorn.
Yeah. I mean, I love those movies. That is one of the most. Listen, people can say whatever they want about people that like superhero movies and stuff. I have not had such an emotional experience at the movies in a very long time, before or after that.
Mm-hmm.
Those movies were hugely impactful.
Yeah.
But I don't think
we'll never experience that again.
Never. And I'm so thankful that we got to. It's awesome.
I'm not going because I'll cry in the theater when that portal scene again. I'm not doing that again.
It'll never be the same. It's not the same.
It's going to hit me more because Chadwick's gone too. Like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can do it. No, that scene and why I love So Deep. The end of episode 7, man. Like of Star Wars, dude. I was crying like a baby in the theater. And then,
at the end of episode 7? Oh, because of Han.
Yeah.
No, not because of Han.
Oh.
Because of my man Luke. And the promise of what was to come.
Oh, you mean at the very end?
The very end.
Yeah. That last one.
And the hopefulness.
And the promise of what was to come paid off exactly the way you hoped it would.
Yes. Like, yes. Let's go. And
next thing you know, he's squeezing green titty milk all over his beard and stuff.
All right, we're not doing this tonight.
Anyway.
But
let the hate flow through you.
My point is,
Dave, please listen to that episode if you have not.
I know I have to. I just the wisdom tooth extraction.
No, I know.
I thought I'd be more alert over the weekend, this past weekend, to do it, and I was not.
We have such precious little time for them to set up this next movie.
Yeah.
And they've been releasing trailers that are not actually trailers. They're teasers.
Do they honestly need to set up this movie?
Yeah.
For who? They're the Avengers. We're all going to go. They know we're going to go.
Listen,
the
three of us are going to go.
Dude, they released the trailers. People saw Captain America and they saw Thor. They're back in the theaters. What they don't need to. I'll be honest. What do they need to set up? They don't need to set up. They can re-release Endgame, like Dave said. They can put a bunch of trailers and say, "There's a new scene at the end. Here we go. We're off and running." I feel like a lot of these these Disney Plus shows aren't. I feel like you can get by without seeing them. A lot of
maybe
could,
but I disagree with they don't.
We want all the connective tissue. Like we want all that, but like the average person, and they're like me. They're stupid. They just like whatever. Like I'll figure it out. Like it's fine.
I think the
I don't need to watch
person...
the first 4 seasons of Daredevil. That's what I have Eric for, so he can be like, "Oh, this person died in season 2. You idiot." I don't need to watch all that.
The average person, I think, is like Marvel. That was so 5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm done with Marvel, and they're not going to rush back to the theater just because there's new Avengers. You've got to give them a reason to want to.
They're going to see these people. Are going to see Chris Evans back as Captain America and Robert Downey Jr. and they're back.
It's because people are dumb.
Bro, I can't change. I'm just saying.
I don't think that's going to work. I don't think that's enough.
I think that's going to work. I think Chris Evans as Captain America is going to... It worked on me. It's going to work. It's going to work.
But it would take you going to watch those teasers, which we did. But the average moviegoer that was watching Marvel movies because that's what was popular isn't seeking that stuff out right now, is my point.
No, but it's going to be on Twitter like a mug. This Marvel spoils it. Dave's going to get spoiled whether he wants to or not. Like, it's going to happen.
Just did.
What do you mean?
Didn't watch any of that Doomsday trailer teaser stuff.
Oh, I only saw like one of them, but sorry.
Well, there's...
it's going to happen. There he goes.
Like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch all of them. But, yeah. Sorry. You didn't know Captain America was... You didn't know Chris Evans was coming back as Captain America.
Nope.
All right. Wow.
I told you, man. I live in a little bubble.
Well,
I don't see this stuff. I actively avoid this stuff. Like
you're also
I'm so successful.
Doing a really good job, man. Like,
it does. At nowhere has it said Chris Evans is returning as Captain America. That is absolutely not what it says.
No, you can preserve it for a day. You know he's coming back as Captain. Come on.
They're pretty strategic about how they word it in that trailer. They're not saying Captain America.
You're right.
What if he comes back as Commander Rogers, that goofy ass I was running S.H.I.E.L.D. Commander Rogers?
All it says is Steve Rogers will return. It does not say Captain America.
I'm just picturing someone taking their drink and throwing it into space.
I bet
Captain America.
I bet his return in this movie is about as significant as when Dr. Ian Malcolm returned in the second Jurassic World movie, and everybody was like, fuck yeah, and he's just in court for like 30 seconds of the movie, and he's like, I don't think dinosaurs belong here.
That's a good
and that's
Ian Malcolm.
And everybody's like, that was his big return? I bet you that shit is going to be just like this.
Maybe.
We've gotten way off course here, fellas.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's okay. We've now gone longer than the episode runtime itself, so I think it's time to wrap it up. Final thoughts.
This is what happens when you say you don't want to talk. Me and Eric go on tangents. That's what happens.
But see, it's a good thing that Daredevil is sending us on these tangents because I want MCU stuff to do that. I
agree.
I want it to make me think and speculate and get excited. And this did. I'm really looking forward to seeing what the rest of the season does. I thought the first episode immediately pulled me back in and had me ready for it. Whatever happens from here, there's 100 different things that I'm excited to see if they do happen, and infinite things that I couldn't predict. So I think this is one of the more exciting things that the MCU has done in a long time. Those are my thoughts.
I'm sorry we went long, but I agree with Eric. Like this is like the first time in a while I've been like excited. This is a good thing.
I've been
Otherwise,
excited.
I've just been apathetic and just be like, oh, whatever. Like, no, this is good.
Season 1 got me back. Thunderbolts solidified.
Oh, yeah.
Ironheart made me question.
Big time.
Fantastic Four brought me back again.
Wonder Man?
We're still here, going strong.
Wonderman.
What?
Wonder Man?
Wonderman.
What's that?
What? Wonderman.
Okay.
It was
Didn't make you question.
It was that spinoff of America's Got Talent. Where they do acting.
I don't remember an MCU show called Wonder Man.
No,
I saw a delightful show about the plight of making it as an actor in L.A. and Ben Kingsley was in it. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but I didn't see anything
disrespectful.
else. All right, well, we'll be back soon with something for y'all to listen to. Until then, my name is Dave.
And I'm Matt.
And I'm Eric.
Take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye-bye.
Peace.
See ya. I'm stealing that from Jim Gillette.
Okay.